Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a weekly reading for Taurus that runs from the 20th until the 26th of February. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And thanks so much for all your comments so far, very much appreciated. And I always reply to comments, and that card just poked out, so I will take that card for you. So let's have a look at what's going on here. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? The card I get is the Seven of Cups. Okay, I do feel you bogged down around a situation. It's like you can't see the wood for the trees. I'm also seeing like this wool in front of your eyes and all these smoke and mirrors around you. Okay, so it's like you're needing more clarity. You know, it's a strong sense of the need to step back from the situation. But I do sense there is someone around you who's taking you for granted. Okay, and it's like you turn a blind eye. You know, it's a bit like you look for that pen and you find it behind your ear, or those glasses, which you find you're wearing. Okay, so it's like it's in front of you, but you kind of know, I feel like at a deep subconscious level, but on the surface you're kind of sort of unaware of it. Okay. But there's also something here about some kind of choice that you need to make. Okay, there's something here like with this cup here with the cloth over it, this golden light around it. Okay, you are going to make the right choice around a situation, but I do sense you've got a lot of like options at the moment. Okay, but you are going to make the right choice. Also with the number 7 on the card, it very much does relate to spirit, so, or the universe. So you've been putting out a lot of wishes, a lot of intentions. These have been listened to, and they are in the process of being answered. Okay, but there is a lot of smoke. You know, so the feeling here is that you back up your good intentions with worry, fear, doubt, lack of belief. And once you work through these negative emotions or negative thoughts, then things will open up for you. Okay, because the universe will answer everything. Okay, so on one hand you're putting out these good intentions, on the other hand you're putting out this lack of belief. Okay, so you don't believe it's going to happen. So before it can actually get to you, you start putting out these negative thoughts or emotions, and then the universe is very efficient, and then nothing happens. Okay, things remain stuck, things remain the same. So it's very much this feeling of working through these challenges. Yeah, I mean, the card crossing is the Two of Swords here, okay, which is very much what I was just saying. It's two, isn't it? So good intentions backed up with worries, fears, and doubts and lack of belief, okay. So this is what's keeping you stuck at the moment. I also sense you do need to make a choice, which was also shown on the Seven of Cups here. But I also feel you are going to make the right choice here around a situation, because at the moment there's a strong sense of being in two minds here. I do see like water on this card, and I see the moon, which is about the emotions, and the Two Swords, which is about the mind. So there's some kind of conflict here. You know, the mind is wanting one thing and the heart is feeling something else. Okay, so there's a strong sense of the need to find some kind of middle ground, perhaps letting the mind take control but listening to the heart, and then you can move forward. Because when the heart and the mind are in conflict, it just keeps you going around in circles. Yeah, in the past, coming to the present, I've got the Page of Cups reversed. Okay, clearly shows there's been some sad news recently. It could have been around a recent passing, or around the end of a relationship, or things not working out in the way which you wished. Okay, it's very much this feeling that happiness turned to sadness and that laughter turned to tears here. So if I look more forward, I've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reversed position. What I feel with this card is that you are going to reap the harvest. Okay, number 9 is always about reaping the harvest, and all the time and all the effort you put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure. Okay, it doesn't always come back from the same source, so you may put like a lot of time into a person or situation, but it may come back somewhere else. Okay, everything does balance up in the end. It's also a strong sense of getting into the thick of things. You know, this card is usually about stepping back, but it's reversed. Okay, so it's about you getting into the thick of things, or you will do. Okay, it's like you're going to sort out some situations around you. Okay, because the only way to resolve some of these issues is actually to meet it head on and to actually do something about it. So it could well be that you could be writing like a text or writing an email, or even seeing someone face to face and getting something sorted out once and for all, because it's been holding you back for too long. The gold card is shown by the Queen of Swords here, okay, in the reverse position. I do sense there's a negative influence around you, someone who's been sticking their oar in where it's not wanted, and also doing a lot of stirring as well. Okay, I feel your goal here is to move away from this situation, perhaps to even cut ties here if possible. If not, then to actually deal with the situation in a different way. Because there's something here about drawing a line in the sand. Okay, enough is enough. You know, you're wanting to move forward from this situation once and for all. The card in the subconscious is the Hanged Man here in the reversed position. Clearly shows you starting to let go of stuff within yourself. Okay, so it could well be you've been doing like a lot of decluttering, you've been working on yourself, making a lot of changes. Okay, changes aren't easy first of all, because it does throw up a lot of stuff within yourself, but also on the outside as well. As my card goes flying on the floor, it'll be interesting to see what that card is in a minute, which is the advice card. I also feel that someone around you is going to make some kind of sacrifice here, or they're going to be more flexible, and it comes about from you actually facing up to an issue and taking some kind of risk, putting something down on paper, or having some kind of meeting face to face here. So the next card is, this is the advice card, which is shown by the Queen of Wands in the reversed position. Again, I'm getting this negative energy around you. In fact, I feel more than one person here. Okay, you know, there's these people who are very jealous of you. Okay, very jealous of what you have. Okay, but they're very superficial. That's what I feel here. Okay, and really, at the end of the day, you know, they have no power over you. Okay, only if you put a lot of thought to it and you worry about it, and then of course, you know, there is power then around the situation. But the feeling here is that you could just step back and then move forward, deal with the situation in a different way, and then you'll start to bring about changes. Okay, and they'll either just fade off, or they'll start to treat you differently from how they have before. On the outside is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I got the Two of Swords earlier here. Okay, so quite similar in a lot of ways. You know, it is this kind of sort of to and fro situation, being pulled one way and then the other, just feeling very unsettled. But also with this card, it's very much about having to balance the books. Okay, there could be some problems here around finances. Maybe you splashed the cash, you needed to get something new, or you needed to change something or repair something. It's very much that kind of energy which I get here. And often things do have to get worse before they get better. You know, I do see like this vision of like a snow globe. It's been shaken up and all the snow is all over the place. But it's going to settle down and then reveal this beautiful scene which was always there. Okay, so once you get through this transitional period, things are shown to be a lot more settled for you. Yeah, your hopes and your fears are shown by the Temperance card here. I suppose your fear is that things are going to remain out of balance and nothing's going to change, and these frustrations, these difficulties you're going through are just going to carry on forever. But they're not. You know, it's a sure sign of positive change, and as I said, things do have to get worse before they get better. I do sense there's going to be more balance. So again, I'm feeling all this time and all this effort you put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure. It may not come back from the same source, but it will come back from somewhere. Okay, everything must balance up in the end. It's advising you though to take things slowly and one step at a time. And then the final card is the Three of Pentacles in the reversed position. I do sense strongly you're going to cut ties here with somebody, or if not, then you're going to treat them in a different way, because there is a sense that you've been too nice, you've been too kind here, I feel, to somebody. So either you're going to just move away from this person or this situation, or you're going to treat it differently. So rather than letting the situation or person control you, you're going to start controlling the situation, which then brings about positive change. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share and to comment, and there's a link for free daily reading.